Okay, this is my code. I'm trying to just go through the codes. All right, I've learned a lot of things: HTML5, HTML, CSS. Talking about tags, elements, and the rest of them. The div tags and links, where you link your external link to a CSS, and also it's quite easy. I didn't expect it's going to be easy like this, or maybe because I have other I had to read other books, but the guide is actually from Pebble. So the IDs, how you can name IDs, put in your IDs and classes. And so basically, HTML is a markup language that the web understands. And so I have a project that has to do with I was trying to redesign Apple or replicate Apple website, which is my favorite. I like Apple products, so I decided to choose Apple website. So let me dive in. Basically, I learned about tags. I learned about the divs, the list on other lists, or that list. I learned about links, the A tags, the image tags, and the rest of them. Then also talked about CSS, how you style, because it's the markup language. We talked about CSS, how you can use the CSS to style the HTML, which is beautiful. It's quite easy. Also, you talk about padding, even spaces, inner padding. Margin is the outside, the border is in between. Then also the list item. Then I talked about, it also lands one of beautiful thing, which is a flexbox. How you can use flexbox to divide a particular div. I use it mostly on div. So those are what I used on the menu. I used also on separating pictures, putting two pictures together in a particular role. And so I'm give you that column compartment. So it was a beautiful lecture. So I did this. These are my codes. It might be pretty amateur, but I was able to achieve. Let me show you what I achieved. I was able to achieve this particular website, which is a replica close to the real Apple website, which is what we have here. So this is mine, and this is what I was trying to replicate. I think it's not too bad, Abby. Your links, your COVID-19 symptom understanding next step, online shopping, calling on players, iPhone 12, which I am aspiring to get, and basically just try and replicate whatever they have here. Though I didn't want to use the same pictures, so some of them are similar, but most of them are my own pictures. So I skipped some areas, but bottom line, to just give you that it's easy to create a website using HTML and CSS. So right about now, I want to talk about basically what's happened behind the scene. So I used external link. I also used style sheets from Font Awesome, because I use their icons for those, like the Apple icons and the rest of them. Also, I use fonts on Google Fonts. So basically, that's the external link I used. So using the title, you have to put the Apple. Then IDs, I use a lot of div to separate the IDs from the menu. I also use div to separate the COVID symptom rows. I also use div to separate the shop online. That is what you're seeing here. Here, so this is a div. This is a div also. Under the div, we have different tags, the H2, H3 tags, and the icon font awesome. And also these are links. I just used font awesome too. So generally it's quite easy. You have the banner ads, you have different IDs, the IDs, one particular ID in a particular page. You can replicate IDs. When you have banner ads, you can have another banner ad, but you can, if you look at it, I reused a lot of classes, like the button classes, so it was the same thing, so I reused them. So I don't know, I think basically you can see all my code. Banner, you put it in the font size, you put padding. You have to do it over and over until you get what you actually want. So it was a nice experience, and voila, I have a beautiful website. So I might drop my codes. If you want, you can be on request. I can send you the codes, but they are quite easy. You pick tags, classes. Basically that was what I did. Thank you.